Hello and welcome back to the channel Life of Bonsai. So I have my fall update here. I'll show you the trees that I have, what has changed, also the plans that I have for each, what I'm planning on doing, and how I'm planning on developing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with my fall update, and I'll show you my trees and what I have so far. So it is a nice rainy day today, so this is perfect. Weather is great. Let's start off with my Ficus microcarpa. As you can see, I did some defoliation and some pruning to select my lead. So what's the plan for this tree? Well, this one, the trunk is already pretty nicely developed, as you can see, huge Navari. So my plan is to hopefully get some growth coming down up here, and as long as this thickens up, I'm gonna have a somewhat of a twin trunk. Of course, that's gonna take some time. This is my Ficus microcarpa. Now back here, I have this bougainvillea. It's collected, and I purchased this one a few days ago. Well, maybe a week ago or two. I made a video about this one, and it's getting a lot of new growth. So all of this right here was not there. It's all new growth right here. This too, and then down here to get new growth, which means that it's doing really well. And the temperature is still heating up a little bit here in Texas, so it's really helping it get some growth. This thing is a really nice trunk, so I would say maybe around 4 inches or so. It's really well. It is doing really good. It's doing really good. Now I got this tree, and not too sure about this one. It could be either a Premna or a Ficus. Now this tree needs development. It's really nice looking, nice Navari, and the trunk looks kind of old a little bit, so which is really nice. Plan for this one is to start selecting some branches and creating some pads, because there's just a bunch of growth. There's potential. As you can see, it has a lot of nice branching, which is great. It's going a lot, so doing a lot of growth right here. It's doing really good so far. So now I made a video of crazy twisting technique that I use, and this is a water jasmine, and it's doing well. It's doing well. This is what I added here is some raffia. There's a video that I created, and just a technique on how to make this bands on more difficult trunks. This one was just straight up, but I was able to create this more dramatic band, which is really nice. Now right here we have a winged elm. This winged elm is a giveaway tree. And let me show you this side. So here we are. This is the side that I selected for the front. And as you can see, there's a lot of new growth. So over here, I did some carving, and it healed up really nicely. There's 2 potential leads now. This one grew up, which is great. There's a lead selection. I had selected that one on the back, but I think this one would be a better lead. There's a lot of branching here. There's this branch right here, selection right here. This is a giveaway tree again. So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be a subscriber, comment down below your favorite tree species to work with, and at 7,000 subscribers, which are about 3,000 subscribers close, I'll announce the winner. I'll pay for shipping and everything, so this tree can be yours. Over here, I'll be showing some fall colors. I have my Chinese elm. This Chinese elm is in a larger container, and I'm planning on doing half of this. This is a pretty hardy tree, so I'm planning on getting a pot, half of this, to start getting it to its bonsai pot. The goal for this one is also to reduce a little bit, because it's just too wide. So I want to reduce a little bit of this and see where this goes. Back here I have a monster Trident maple. So this maple, the Nevari, I would say is about 7 inches or so, but it's a huge one. And I did not know what I wanted to do with this, to be honest. I did do some wiring on some of the branches, but I know now what I want to do with this tree. So come spring, I'll be doing a huge air layer right here. So I'll be having 2 trees. This is going to be the main. So right here is going to be the air layer, and this is going to be another tree. So I'll have 2 Trident maples, and I'll be repotting this in a better pot. So that's the plan for this Trident maple. Is getting some fall colors, as you can see. It's looking nice. Over here I have a cork oak, and this thing is just growing like crazy, growing like crazy. So I did some wiring and some twists on this one. I did do a shorts video on this one, and I did a lot of pruning, and this is just getting out of control, but I'm just gonna let it do its thing. So I want that trunk to thicken up. Down here I have a little water jasmine, and this one I don't really have a plan for it because I don't know what to do with this. I guess just let it thicken up a little bit on that trunk. It's got some dead wood right there, and right now it's sitting on a rock just to create some more radial roots, and hopefully it thickens up a little bit more and get it looking a little bit nicer. So water jasmine, this is the second one of mine, and I wish I had a better, bigger one, but one day. So this is my water jasmine, and then back here, this is a boxwood, and it's got some carving in there. I show you guys this tree. I'm planning on entering this one in a show, and as you can see, this Nevari is beautiful. It's really nice. It's just flaring out. It's really nice. And what I'm planning on doing, this root right here, I'm planning on sharpening this in an angle to make it look nicer, because this is sticking out. It does not look pleasing at all, and it's gonna cause this to have more of this shape like this one's right here. So this is my next tree, my first tree going into a bonsai show. So I'm pretty excited about that one, and I'm currently looking for a pot. I think, not too sure, but I kind of want to get an olive green looking pot. Let me know down below if you think of another color, another pot for this tree. I have my Ficus Benjamina here. Now you might be asking what's going on with this pot's right there. Well, as you can see, these branches are way too long, and the growth is right here. So it's just too elongated, and I don't like that. So one of the members of the Bonsai Society, he helped me do some approach graft, which what it means is we used 2 cuttings, rooted cuttings, and we created a graft, pretty much creating an additional branch. And once that takes, I might do a chop, and this is going to be the new branch to take over. Same on this side. I'm planning on doing another one on this come spring, and maybe another one right here, and one going to the back. So that is the plan for this one. It's doing really well. A lot of new growth, as you can see. Really excited about this one, and I think I'm also going to change the pot. So I want to get more of a shallower pot and wider. So that is going to be the next thing from maybe spring, not too sure. Maybe in about 2 years, it is going to be ready for a show. Nothing interesting here, just a little Barbados cherry. Nothing interesting. I have a kumquat, which I showed you guys. Got some nice movement, and oh, it already fell. But there was a little orange. There's another one right. If I can get it to focus. Let's see. Focus. Does not want. There it is. So there's some tiny oranges, and there was one which was really, really yellow already, looking like pretty much an orange. So I don't know where it fell. Anyway, so I have this jade. This is a cork bark jade, and I'm just letting it do its thing, and hopefully things thickens up a little bit. There's a cutting right there. I have a bunch of cuttings. Now here is one of the projects that I'm really, really excited about. This is a Nandina, and I posted a video about this one, and that I got from my nursery for 10 bucks. And I love this trunk. It's just beautiful movement. It was way up here, so I did chopped at two sides. Now I was originally planning on just maybe getting rid of this trunk and then just keeping this one, but actually looking at the Navarre, it's a wide looking thing right here, so I think both of them would be great. I hope this one gets more growth. There's growth down here, down there, and there's a lot of nice growth coming up right here. So this is gonna be a short little, maybe show hand size, but come spring I'll be putting it into a bonsai pot or maybe a training pot, and it's gonna be looking great. You'll see, and it gets really nice colors during fall too, so that is awesome. I have a little butterfly maple, and let me turn it around for you guys. Got some fall color already showing right there, as you can see. And I'm trying to get that front. There you go. So this is the front. I know it kind of looks like a mess right now because of the wire, but as you can see, it's got a really nice looking trunk. It's gonna be a little mame size maple. Just look at those fall colors. It looks stunning. It looks beautiful. Over here I have a little goji berry. I wasn't too familiar with this one. It's just getting growth, nothing major, just a little seedling that I twisted a little bit. So this one has tiny little edible berries, red, and it's really nice. I have another kumquat back here that I grew from seed, which is doing great. Back here I have a collected cedar elm, which it's way too long. So what I'm planning on doing with this come spring, I'm gonna get two air layers, one right here, and this angle is gonna change, so it's gonna look so much better. I'm gonna get another air layer right here, and it's gonna have two air layers, so it's gonna be 3 trees out of this one. So looking forward to that one. And sad story, this tree, as you might have seen from one of my previous videos, I got it for free from a guy from a nursery because it was an ugly looking tree for what he said, and I worked on it a little bit, and I sleep potted it into this other slightly bigger container, and it was started to do really good. But one day it got really windy, and when I got home it was knocked over, and I had a few branches that broke with the tree falling, and lost a bunch of soil, and I try to just get it back in here as soon as possible, but it's just declining. So you can see I scratched a little bit and it still shows somewhat greenish, but not too sure if it's gonna make it, which is unfortunate because it had a pretty nice Navarre, but these things happen. So I'm just gonna keep it and see what happens come spring. Maybe it wakes up, or let's see what happens. It's not a deciduous, so it's just a holly, which is an evergreen. Shouldn't really drop its leaves, but we'll see. Back here I have a Seiju elm, which has super tiny leaves compared to the Chinese elm. So the Chinese elm leaves are tiny already, but this ones are even smaller than that, and this one is already turning dark because it got cold here for maybe like 3 or 4 days, it was pretty chilly. So in like 5 days or so, a lot of the trees are starting to, feel that fall. But it's alive. Don't get me wrong, it's alive. There's some growth down here. See that right there? So it's still alive, and same thing on this one. So I'm planning on doing an air layer on this tree. So this has just a straight trunk right here. So I'll be doing an air layer right about here, or maybe a little bit higher. And I'll have 2 sage elms, which is great. I have some desojos, just regular ones, starting to drop already. Just a clump that I'm trying to fuse here for Ficus benjamina, cuttings of my big ficus. Another desojo right there, and over here I have this Amer maple. Nothing interesting. I'll be working on this Navarre because there's nothing in here, so I'll be working on the Navarre of this tree and repotted from spring. Really over here, a bunch of cuttings, jade cuttings, jade cork bark. They're showing some really quirky looking bark already, as you can see. This one's already growing. That one has some leaves growing on it already. Just a bunch of cuttings. And over here I do have some other ones. I totally forgot about this ones one day. They fell over behind my bench and I did not notice. They show green when I scratch them, so they're just cuttings from my ficus. This desert rose, that it's just there. And I'm starting a project again for a poinsettia. So this is just poinsettia, and I'm just letting it do its thing for now. And finally, just another cork jade, which I'm getting all the cuttings from. My cat back there. But anyways, that's what we have. Got about these 2 little guys. So this is a cutting of a bougainvillea, getting a little tiny pot, and back there is a crepe myrtle that I emergency repotted, and I completely defoliated it. Come spring, it's gonna start getting a lot of new growth. And that keeps us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. Please subscribe, share, that really helps a lot. It's really simple, just press the subscribe button and that's all it takes from you. Comment down below and don't forget about the giveaway. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.